It's all right. We're back at it again. A little more Code Vein. I don't believe there's actually too much left to this game after what I did yesterday. So yesterday we ended up fighting the Cannoneer as well as the Blade Bearer, I believe they were called. We were absolutely far too underleveled for that after I'd been trying for a little bit, so we ended up cutting the stream right there. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grind up a bit and then I'll get close. I'll just, like check my progress every couple of levels just to see what's like the lowest level we could realistically do it at, so that way I could do it on stream. Ended up taking the chance to kill him, so you'll see that on the YouTube video that's currently out right now. So if you don't understand exactly what is going on in the stream right here, then definitely go ahead and check out the YouTube video, because that will give you an idea of what's going on. It has everything that you guys would have missed, so you'll be caught up as soon as you end up watching that. So definitely watch that first if you haven't. Otherwise, let's get it. We got Io over there, we got Coco, and Mia decided to join us for once. I was trying to get Eva in here with us, because, but not with us just yet. Well, Coco, come on now. Alright. So we beat the Cannoneer, we beat the Blade Bearer, we also beat Juzu Mido as well. And now, presumably based on what happened in the YouTube video, I'm gonna have to go fight Silva, do the Mido's actions.
What is it?
But before that, we got story lore time, baby. Let's get it. The Juzu Mido fight would have been so much easier had I actually just grabbed the skill off of Rin, which is inhibit protection, because inhibit makes it so you can't use any of your skills, which, as you can imagine, is awful.
Please, not that song. The burden of it is too much to bear.
The Misto is one of the attendants, and the attendant for Mia.
Sleeping within us. Please.
Or for Eva, I should say.
Please, I'm sorry for my sin.
That was extremely fast, okay. We never get ones that quick, so they'll probably explain it a little bit more, or it's just that easy. Either one. We'll go ahead and take. So we, like, leveled a lot. Okay, this is a different camera angle than normal.
I don't understand. Why was she apologizing? The sin within us. What was she referring to? What could it be that I have somehow managed to forget?
Your guess is as good as mine. I honestly have no idea what they're talking about. But we get more skills out of it, so.
What is it?
Flames of Rage. Manipulates Ichor to create a trap at your feet that immolates assailants, so a good bit of fire damage around yourself. If you got like a slow boss or something like that, slow enemies, and you can just kite them on top of it, it would probably be worthwhile. Especially if they were weak to fire.
So you're the one that aced the exams. Did you have previous training?
Masama is our merchant.
Gymnastics. Wait. You're Murasame the gymnast? Huh. I guess that does explain it. We're assigning you to Team 2 for the time being, but war isn't a sport. Keep that in mind.
Sir!
guess maybe this will show us why Mursame here doesn't actually fight with us or allow us to partner with her.
You've set yet another record for lost killed, Murasame. I hear some of the others have even started calling you Yaksha.
I do what I can.
Well, we all hope you keep it up.
Sounds like she's got a pretty good kill streak going on based off of that. So then what changed to make her
Good news.
become a
Being
merchant?
promoted. We want you in charge of our scouts.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. They're a hand-picked group of elite veterans. They won't listen to anyone they don't respect. Even they have to acknowledge your skills. Just make sure you maintain their trust.
Alright. So relatively respected are you? So why not partner with us? I mean, everybody else in here has, besides her and Coco. But Coco being the
After I
merchant
woke
makes
up as a
sense, so I
revenant,
guess
I was
Mursame is also a
completely
merchant.
absorbed with following my orders, and those orders told me to fight. It was the only way I knew for escaping the despair I saw around me each day. But now, well, I'm not even good enough to fight. It's possible that there's something I can learn from my old memories. To be honest, a part of me doesn't want to remember what I was like back then. The thought scares me. At the same time, though, I feel like it's important for me to remember. Back then, I didn't worry much about getting turned into ash. To be honest, I might have been a bit self-destructive. Anyway, regardless of whether it's earned or not, Yaksha is a heck of a thing for someone to call a sweet young woman.
Is that right? Pretty sure I have an idea.
I'm not entirely sure, but my understanding is that it's some sort of fighting devil. Did they have to be so rude?
Well, it sounded like you were doing pretty good, so it sounds like it should have been taken more as a compliment, but was it?
What is it?
Alright, we got a little bit more from you. Gotta dig a little deeper here.
Greetings. My name is Rin Murasame, and I will be your new captain. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
This should be her meeting the scouts that she was
kidding.
assigned to.
So you're the maniac they call Yaksha. How old are you anyway?
16.
You're still just a kid. Is this a practical joke?
Immediate trust loss. Jeez. Come on, man.
Hey, you! Who said you could sit down? We're not on break here.
You don't need to yell.
If the training is too much for you, you'll be useless to us in the field. Don't forget that.
Whoa, watch out! We got a fire-breathing captain here.
Okay. Well, she should have been respected based on the merits. That certainly is not the case, as we're seeing here. Now, is that going to lead to her losing her scouting squad there? Due to getting killed off by the Lost or something? I would imagine that would be the case, and maybe that's why she doesn't want to do
I was
fighting
desperate to
anymore.
succeed. I had been tasked with leading the elite and maintaining their trust. Force was the only way I knew to earn their respect.
They really do be the only ones.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, if you happen to track down any more of my memories, could you let me know? If it's not too much trouble for you, I mean. I would really appreciate your help.
These are presumably some of the last memories we'll end up getting, because we really don't have that many more classes to fill out.
What is it?
This should finish this, which then I believe makes this finish, and then the warrior should be done as well.
Lost down!
Captain, bagged another one.
We're running into more of them now. The queen's gotta be close.
Oh, do you actually have an interaction with the queen? Oh boy. That usually doesn't end too well for people.
Good. We need to contact HQ right away.
Captain, I really don't think we have time for that.
What do you mean?
The Lost have us completely surrounded.
Queen's nearby and they're completely surrounded. This does not sound like a very good situation for them.
Retreat to where, Captain? The Lost are all around us!
6 o'clock!
No good! More lost at 6!
What are your orders? Captain!
Sounds like Mursame there. Didn't really perform too well under pressure based off of that. Does not sound like that squad went very well. Yet she managed to get out of it, so maybe it's better than expected.
I remember now. All of our escape routes were cut off by the Lost, and we were losing more troops by the minute. Seeing them fall made me freeze. I couldn't lead. Each scream sent a new bolt of fear through me, until it turned into panic. By the time I eventually came to my senses, I was all alone. I couldn't see any sign of either my squad or the Lost. I think I must have run away from the battle in my panic and left everyone in my squad behind to their fates.
Well, that explains why you don't fight anymore.
Yeah, it was too much. I'm afraid if things get too hot, I'll take off and abandon my comrades again.
At least that's a legitimate explanation why we don't get her as a
Thanks.
part.
It feels better to know why I feel the way I do. It seems that my current post is just right for me. Plus, I don't have to worry about ditching everyone on the battlefield again, which is something of a relief. What is it?
Okay, that did actually get us the one. That should be the last ones that we have available to us for the time being. I'm still wondering how we're going to get the rest of the EOS class done. Unless there's more to the game than I'm thinking, or something along
What'd you do
those
to the
lines.
Captain?
I knocked her out. Just look at her. She looks so innocent.
Knocked out Murasame, come on, man.
We can call her Yaksha or whatever the hell we want, but she's a 16-year-old girl. And it's too early for her to die.
Wait, what are you...
Listen up, everyone. I'm assuming field command of this operation as of right now, and we are getting the captain out of here. Understood?
Well, I guess that's an order. All right, are you ready, squad?
Sir!
We'll all create a diversion together and then break through their defensive line. Are you ready?
Sir!
Well, that starts to explain how she magically forgot what happened. She got knocked out.
Should be far enough. The captain is gonna be okay.
Don't give him any ground. Fight to the last. Take as many as you can.
She's gonna be real mad when she finally wakes up. But it doesn't matter if you're our commander, or as fierce as a demon on the battlefield. No matter how strong you are or how strict, we still think of you as a daughter. So be good and stay alive for us.
So the lead scout squad got taken out in order to keep Masame there alive for us. Well, that's unfortunate. At least we have an armory merchant for us now.
What? What was that?
Yeah, you didn't run away, your comrades helped you.
They were all trying to protect me? What the hell did they think they were doing? Were they trying to prove something?
No, I think they were trying to save your
Constantly
life,
berating them,
from the
telling
sounds
them
of
they
it.
were weak and useless. Why would they want to protect someone like that?
You're important. Yeah, they called you as if you were their daughter or whatever, in which case, clearly you were close to them, so they don't want you to have their dying
And
daughter.
they treated me like a little kid. Of all the stupid sentimental. If I saw any of you today, I'd hug you till you turned blue.
Well, you said you wanted your memories back, so here you
Thank
go.
you for this. You've allowed me to finally take a good look at my past. I can't cower anymore. I'm not sure I'll ever fight on the front lines again.
No.
But at least
I was
won't
like,
be
maybe
hiding
we'll be
away
able to
like
get
I
a
did
partner
before.
out of her by the end of this. Not
I
the
have to
case.
do my best for you and Louie and all the others who did their best for me. I have to honor their sacrifices and their memories.
Still don't really know how we get Davis's. I gotta imagine it's through the depths, which I thought was late game content, but now I'm not 100% sure at
What
this
is it?
point. Alright, everybody else has got nothing special to say. Let's go. Presents? Io's got a present for me. Don't mind if I do. Coco do be giving me presents like 24/7. What's she trying to say, Coco? Alright, so now we're getting back to where we were last stream. We're going to be running through the area where we fought the Cannoneer and the Blade Bearer. And then through the room right after that would have been the Juzo Mido fight. Which, both of those fights you'll be able to see on YouTube, since we didn't capture them on the Twitch stream here. So definitely go ahead and check those out. Apparently there's somebody around here that wants to talk to me, but I have no idea where that would be unless they're down this elevator. Which I guess we can check down the elevator real quick, just to see in case the person's actually anything special. Anywhere else on the map that would show somebody? No, it only shows in that one area.
We should be fine.
I did end up using Jack in the Cannoneer fight, as well as the Juzo Mido fight. Mostly because he's just also very melee aggressive with me, so we're both able to do melee fights pretty well, and because we're both getting in a pretty good amount of damage, it kept staggering for a good bit. Shows it as if there should be like a person within this area based on the map, but I'm really not seeing it. Shows it like it should be like here or something. Alright, I'm not seeing up. We gave it an attempt to look at it, so now we're actually going back to the actual. Maybe one day you'll get in here, Jack. Maybe one day. We did end up using Queenslayer for those boss fights. I know, Queenslayer just seems good. there's something to be said about the Heimdall that Jack uses. It's probably worthwhile if I had lighter weight gear. But we ended up using
Right
Queen
there.
Slayer. I mean, we slayed. I mean, it's called Queen Slayer for a reason. We slayed the queen with it, which is, you know, in theory, the strongest revenant. In which case, why wouldn't that be capable of being the bosses, right? We also leveled up quite a bit. As you can see, we have a ton of HP. More HP than we probably needed, but that's okay. I'll still get one shot even with all this HP, which was ridiculous. So this is the boss fight arena where Juzo Mito fight took place. And all the cutscenes and whatnot went along with it is in the YouTube video, so go check that out.
Watch out for an ambush.
We can open this now, mostly because he inadvertently helped us open that. So Silva is either presumably frenzied based off of Mito's actions there, or I'm not 100% sure. Why does it allow us down this way?
That's quite a treasure.
Aha.
After the battle against the
Something
queen,
useful?
my teacher's fighting style had changed into
Part
something
G?
strange.
Okay. Part G immediately. That is quite a few of those we're gonna have to pick up. So we can head down that way. Presumably we could go through this door. If we were able to go through the other one. Another vestige. Don't mind if I do.
We should take the map of the
I'm
depths to Davis.
totally expecting to, like, get,
Still, the missions
we
with
got
him
3
were
different
fun.
maps. Utilizes bountiful HP and stamina 8 partners with support gifts. Valerio? I have no idea who that is. I don't think we've ever heard that name up until this point. Whole bunch of HP
Don't get
and
too far
stamina?
ahead.
That doesn't sound like a bad class to me. Always need more HP? Definitely always need more stamina. This looks like a lot of stamina. It's not a lot of stamina. I think between the last few boss fights versus like what we actually gained through grinding and stuff, I think we got 20 more stamina, which is probably about 10% more stamina than what we had beforehand. So not exactly massive by any means. But it certainly helped. It probably gave me another 2 or 3 swings in with every set of stamina. I imagine this is going to lead through the same way anyways, but on the off chance that I potentially missed a vestige out of it, we'll just go ahead and run through it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright. I was thinking we were closer to the end of the game maybe than what we are, but... we'll see. They really haven't, like, shown any more, like, unique special characters between the last scenes and whatnot, so it seems like it should be coming to an end. Got a whole bunch of
We can
thorns
go
running
out.
through here.
Soldiers who join the Lost will be around. Be on guard.
Provisional government house. Okay, so we gotta make our way over the Silva. Silva's
make
not
good
having a
use of
good
this.
time right now. You live? You're not live. Alright.
Let's go. Can't just walk in the front door.
And that hasn't stopped us before.
Do you see that? Lost ahead. Hope you're ready.
We did end up switching skills around and whatnot in order to make those fights better for us, so, and I didn't change this back. I should do that. probably switch back to whatever class I was using last in order to get that ready. I did farm up a little bit on the skills and whatnot to have them mastered, so that way we can eventually inherit them if need be. We'll just stay like this for the time being. Actually, we could be a dark knight. We could be a dark knight. Why not? Give me this. That's not upgraded. Any other skills I need to upgrade? Temporarily increase strength and dexterity. Seems nice. Flame shield, don't really need that now, I don't think. We don't usually run into too much fire. That probably would have helped against the cannoneer. Other than that. And then the rest of the stuff is pretty normal. I guess give me access to electricity and give me access to fire again. Use whatever of these. We had them all mastered, but equipped for the halberd. We don't necessarily have to equip one to make that work, but we would at least benefit from it. Alright, so now we're a Dark Knight.
It's tight in here. Let's hurry through.
We're not Batman, but we are a Dark Knight.
This is a little tight.
I think I might be bat rolling down because of that switch. That's good. Am I really bat rolling? I'm just using a basic sword. Is a halberd less weighty than a sword? I feel very heavy right now. Why is this? Base movement normal. Everything says it's normal, but I feel like I'm fat rolling.
You pick our route.
Pick it? We'll go left. Retro game? Oh, babe. What are we talking about? Some NES? Some SNES? That was the wrong skill to use. Yep, everything still hurts. A lot. Some things never change.
Hostiles present. Don't rush ahead.
Got a lot of bigger ones hanging around here now. Oh, some snipe me on the side. Ow. Oh, 24 HP, not even close. Looks like the big one is still after me. Get me out of here. I almost ran off the edge of the map. I'm very surprised it didn't just throw me off of it at that point. Hitting this dude with every skill in existence right now. Oh, dead launch. Jack. Okay. And then Jack died. And turn my headphones down a little bit here. A little loud.
I see you're awake.
There we go. It should be fine on your side. It was just a little loud in my headset is all. If it's not, you can always just tell me. Just a chest. Oh, it's up there. Of course it is.
Looks like there's something
All
ahead.
right then.
Hope you're ready.
Oh, good to see that we've got plenty of people to look forward to. I may as well just use a halberd just to test it out, although I don't think any of mine are actually upgraded by any means. Counts as axe. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Axe. There's a halberd, I should say. Yeah, none of these are upgraded is the problem. Queenslayer halberd. Although we're gonna go down the slow to it. We may as well try it for the sake of at least it fits our class now.
Don't let them push you back.
Right. This takes so much time. I've got a ton of reach, though I will go with that. And the attacks on it are pretty quick. We went left last time. We'll probably still go left. May as well check out everything on this side. We are kind of just knocking the big guys around with this halberd. I do like that. I like that idea. They were kind of just... Like, our sword was not staggering them, but this is putting in some work on them. My roll? Okay, guess I'll just get knocked off the edge of the map. That's alright. Really? And the knockback on some of those weapons are ridiculous. Okay, well, that's not what you see.
Check that out. Lost sighted. Look up ahead. When all else failed.
I hit that guy through the wall right there. That could be something. Can you stop making me target the guy that is clearly too far away for me to hit? That'd be great. Thanks.
This is a little tight.
Oh, I rolled too early. We are hitting very hard right now, though, between that halberd mastery and our strength from the class itself. Nope, missed me with that. Interesting. So when I use some different buttons, it acts as if it's a regular spear, where some of them will treat it as an axe, the way that halberds are generally intended, but usually it was just having me do the swipe attacks. See right there, it felt like a fat roll, but supposedly it's not, based on the base movement speed that's not. Okay, rolled a little late on that one. Oh good, the big guy's finally off me, so I can heal for once. Alright, Jack. Nope, just gonna knock you off the edge real quick. Now, why fight him for real when you can just knock him off the edge of the map from a hurry? Ow. If auto would stop running me into the wall, gosh dang. Oh, that's so annoying. It kept rolling me. The auto lock in this game is not good. Jack, you need a heal. Go ahead and take that. There we go. I can play support sometimes when I actually have some regeneration to use, although usually we're not holding on to all too much. That's for sure. Man, that didn't stab you once. There we go. Now we got the stagger going on. As soon as we get the stagger with this halberd going, like they just can't get out of it. They're stuck. But before then,
Wait right there.
I feel like I need better skills to use, although
to your footing.
our skills were like limited in terms of what we could actually do. Oh, wow, how many stamina? I keep forgetting that running in this game takes your stamina. I'm too used to Elden Ring, where you can run forever unless you enter combat. Then it starts stealing your stamina, which feels more fair than this, where I can just run into a fight and then immediately have no stamina just running around the environment. And the hybrid cartridge. That must work, otherwise it seemed like it shouldn't, but it must work to some degree in order to make it even worth rating as an item. Because inhibit stops skills, but I don't know if that would like work on a boss fight. Holy, I gotta get out of here. Roll for days, get me out of here. There's so many of them. Did you really hit me through the wall? Dark Souls-esque if I could have get hit through the walls and stuff. Just throwing all my skills in there. Good luck to you, Jack. I'm about to die, apparently. Oh, great. There's two of them that just buff the damage. That's great. I don't want to be anywhere near over there. Why are you guys after me? Oh, boy. I'll have stamina for this, man. Jack, I'm going to need you to get over here, like, real quick. Thanks for leading them all to me. Oh, come on, man. Oh, jeez. There's still more of you? Oh, come on. Well, if I keep spamming him with magic, he can't ever get close to this. Yeesh. Okay, we lived. We barely lived, but we lived. Hopefully that's everybody within this area, because otherwise, our chances of living are not that high. There's so many dead ends in this area, they absolutely expected me to get trapped in here. Nothing special. More waifu simulating items? Nah, I'm good, man. Queen Tungsten? Okay, that's what I need right there is Queen Tungsten. That's how I can upgrade my weapons, the rest of my blood veil, finally. Can I really not reach this right here? Wow. I'm gonna have to come back for that later. Or at least it's marked on the map now. Queen Titanium. I don't need titanium, man. I need tungsten.
Be careful climbing.
Okay, this will allow me up, which I can then go grab this rope. Or I can just immediately get sniped by something. I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stuck in a corner. Get me out of here. Alright, there we go. Who sniped me, though? That's like... Did it snipe? It must have sniped me. Okay. Rude. Eos Vestige. I'm surprised we got that right there, because all the Eos Vestige we've gotten so far was from the actual attendants themselves, so the fact that we didn't get one from an attendant is different. Extra regeneration uses, don't mind if I do.
Out of healing?
It's all my healing yet again, but it's a little bit. It's something, at least.
Look, they're bolstering their defenses.
Great! Oh, that's a big boy over there, too. There's somebody chilling over there. I don't know if he's actually gonna come be a part of this. I don't think he is, based on where he's looking. But he's probably somebody we'll have to fight at some point. Oh, we launched him. We launched this man. Okay, but now I can't move anymore. Did I run out of stamina? That might have been the thing. Oh, we're running on E for heals here, though. We very much so need to hit ourselves something.
We're still only halfway to the
Give me
government.
this. Only halfway to the government. Okay. We're a little farther ahead than I thought we would be then. And now we have our way back to our heals over there, so that's perfect. We also have the map available to us now to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Or something I had just looked past. May as well check out the blood veil that we got to see if that's worth anything. Ours is only at +6 too, like this one's at +9. Greatly increases the efficiency of gifts. Interesting. It is way ahead of our gear too. Unfortunately, this class doesn't use that one, so I'm not actually going to be able to use that just yet. At least until we're finished with this class. Once we finish it, though, then we can start moving on. Which we're almost done looking at this. Okay, so my top skill up there makes my weapon a blood weapon. Not exactly sure when to make a weapon a blood weapon versus not a blood weapon. I wish I had a better idea on when those are better and not, or they get a better use. But I gotta imagine it's still better having at least a effect on a weapon rather than it just being base. I never did go right that one way. I probably should have gone back to do that. Okay. My guy turned the wrong way, and because he turned the wrong way, now I lost my stagger on the person. Alright, I didn't need to take over 1,000 HP damage because my guy decided he didn't want to lock on to the enemy. That's a little painful for something that I can't control because it's based off of the auto lock, but it's got more items head down there, but we can also go here. I'm definitely missing items around here. I'll have to go back and check that one other way just because I did it earlier.
Is this the cleverest thing the Lost could come up with?
Right. So we have at least 2 over here. Alright. You missed. Guess it's my turn. There we go. Much better than usual. We can launch people sometimes. Like, whenever we launch them back like that, we get so much extra damage for doing so. You gonna be immediately active or no? Apparently. That was still enough for it to give me that, though. Ooh, we launched them? Oh yeah, as soon as we launch these guys, they're just done for. Apparently they also drop Queen Tungsten as well, which is perfect. Because I need these weapons upgraded quickly. I think it was about to parry me there if I didn't launch it the way that we did, so definitely a good thing that we launched it. That was it? It seemed like the easy route. Maybe I should have gone down there instead. Your blood. Okay, now you're making your weapon blood really. Although we kind of had you in a stagger lock here. Or not. Apparently we had you there for a second and then it just never came back to that. Sound suppressor, I guess, so I could have ran past the enemies. But who wants to do that?
You're perceptive.
Plasma cartridge. We can go down there and work our way back, and then we'll be attacking enemies from behind, which in theory should make it easier. Like, we already took out half the guys in this fight before they were even able to do anything, before they figured us out. I forget this weapon doesn't swing as fast as my sword. I'm too used to swinging my sword now, so when I use a weapon that's anything but my sword, I'm still expecting it to have the same swing time, which is, you know, probably not the case using a gigantic halberd versus a sword. So I know there's a map piece over there with that gigantic guy, but I want to take out all these little guys first. Because if I need to kite him or something along those lines, I want to make sure that nobody else is getting into that fight. Because something tells me if they have him guarding the map piece, that he's probably not going to be as easy as I'd like him to be. There's another monkey chilling right here.
Sweep him away.
So many monkeys. They're really not like a tough enemy by any means, but they can get annoying when there's multiple of them in the area. I can't get back up here, but this is the area we could have gone from, so we went all the way back to where we could have dropped off before. So, probably better that we went that and then came back this way. Generally just made it easier to deal with most of the enemies. You're still chilling right there, see if I'm missing anything over here. Not anymore. Alright, how do we want to open this fight? Give me my blood weapon, and hit him with the elements, and go. Easy 3K, we've got upgraded weapon effects on us. This man doesn't stagger for nothing. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're telling me that overhead really didn't hit? Alright, that went worse than it should have. We still won, but it really should not have gone as bad as it did, considering how much of an opening that we ended up getting out of it. So we got the map marked off. That's good.
Don't get too far.
We don't have to go back through that area again, so if anything, we can always just go back and get our heals back if need be. I'm not missing anything in there. I didn't hear any voices in there, but the vestiges are pretty small, so it's very easy to lose sight of them. I need Jack to get some hits in here, so that way we can get the stagger combo going. There we go. Once we get the stagger in, those guys are done with. Before then, they start to be a bit of a problem. And there's our heal. I knew it had to be soon. I'm still missing items back there, which kind of makes me want to go back, because I feel like I'm missing something important back there. We can go ahead and pick up a few more gifts off of this. These, we've got all of yours. We should have most of these. What are you? Grants you Ichor when your partner, not the player, gains Ichor. Cannot be used with Resonance Send. I imagine that's what this is? Yes. Grants your partner Ichor when you gain Ichor. So you can't use both at the same time. So you can't be like, oh, whenever you gain it, I gain it, and whenever I gain it, you gain it, in which case you would get like double the Ichor every time. So I could easily see how that would be pretty strong. Temporarily lowers your defense and increases attack power for both you and your partner. Considering people like 2 and 3 shot me in this game, that's probably not worth it. You need S Fortitude for that as well as a required stat to even have it. Okay. Resets your partner's gift cooldown time? Now that could be very good. So you could just go through your entire arsenal, hit this, all of a sudden all your cooldowns are back and you just keep spamming. Except it's a 90-second cooldown, so that's gotta be like your finisher right there. Otherwise, you're not using that for the rest of the fight. Or maybe you'll get 2 uses of it. Although by the time you get 2 uses, I would imagine the boss would be dead by then. Lowers your attack, increases defense. It doesn't say you can't use defensive order with offensive order, so presumably you could use one to increase your attack and lower your defense, and then increase your defense and lower your attack, although once you just even out at that point. We can go ahead and grab this one now, so whenever we receive fatal damage over a certain amount, we'll be left with 1 HP. Not bad. Now that we did all of your vestiges there, Rin, we're able to go ahead and grab your skills. We have so much haze. When did we get so much haze? I had like nothing left over from farming, so like we just got like all of that. Anybody else that I'm missing that I could actually get right now? I could get 1 more of yours. Just straight up boost attack power. I mean, hard to hate on that. Any others that I'm missing? No, I think we're good. In which case we can throw all that into levels. Yeah, we leveled a little bit. Before when we were doing the Cannoneer boss fight, I believe we were 55 or so. Yeah, now we're like 111. Turns out we were like extremely underleveled for that fight. So, yeah, we leveled up a bit. It's also extremely expensive to level up now, as you can see. We went from 10K. That's too much. Now we're up to 75K. So yeah, just a little expensive. I'm thinking we might take the teleport back just to check out some of the areas that I didn't check out here first, since it should be relatively quick. We'll just run through the enemies, and then as soon as we find everything we need off of it, we'll just go ahead and keep moving it forward. Because clearly we're missing a part of the map in this area, as we have this entire other set of the map.
Get ready.
Yet not this one.
Hope you're ready.
We still really don't even kill that fast. I mean, we're still four-shotting people. Although I don't think this blade is, like, upgraded at all. Yeah, no, it's only a +5, so... I also think it's one of the earlier weapons, in which case it's already probably not as good as some of our later game weapons. Stag broken. Just try and throw like a throwing knife at me? Excuse you? Alright, this is the area we didn't go before. I imagine the monkeys are here just to make this fight harder, but thankfully the lady over here didn't notice us. So let's give her a nice warm welcome of fire, blood, and lightning magic, eh? Of course, I got hit once, and then I staggered for whatever reason. That shouldn't have gone as bad as it did, but also I kept getting staggered, so I wasn't able to dodge it once I got hit by the first attack. Got rid of the doggos before they could do anything. You love to see it. Get rid of the sniper so that way he doesn't mess with us while we fight this guy. It was fire, which is actual blood damage. Okay, that was an extremely long wind-up. I was expecting him to go in much quicker than what he actually did. We just staggered that man to oblivion. He had nothing going for him. Just gonna get rid of the snipers again. Yeah, I can see how you could get killed in that fight if you keep getting staggered by the snipers, and then that guy does like a charge up and then hits you with it. You can absolutely. Alright. Now the question is, how do we get up here in order to get this map piece? Because I'm not really seeing a way up there from where we're at. Unless I'm missing something. Unless we come back to this area later, although that didn't seem to be the case. So maybe I missed it later over here. That seems to be it, although I'm not sure where exactly that would have been, where I had missed it. Okay. Get launched. Nope. Not even gonna give you the chance to set that blood nuke off. Get out of here. You guys don't hit so hard anymore now, do you? Got a sniper up here. Get him out of here. Just clearing out all the snipers. Ideally, all the snipers still end up missing them. That way I can focus the big guys without getting sniped 24/7 and getting staggered into more damage. You weren't even aimed at me. How did you possibly hit me? Come on. Nope. Launching you before you can even do that. Don't even try. Alright, so now we make our way up there instead of going forward like we had done the last time. Why lock onto the guy all the way back over there? Thankfully, Jack did things so that way I didn't take up any more damage off of that guy, but that could have gone so much worse because it's like, I know there's this guy right in front of you, but this guy all the way in the back with not even a range weapon? Oh man, that's the guy you should be worried about. I'm surprised they didn't get me on back attack for that. It seemed like I was pretty well positioned for one, but it doesn't always give them to me when I feel like they should. It was still giving me defensive rocks when you were attacking me.
We'll have to
That
make good
doesn't
use
seem
of
right.
this.
Queen titanium? I don't need titanium, man. I need tungsten. Now we should be back where we were thinking. Yes. Okay, good. Now we're gonna have access to the rest of the map, presumably over here. We were at 66%. 83, okay, so we're still missing one more map piece somewhere. We could probably just continue this way at this point. Yeah, and then we'll head back to that ladder over there. Well, actually, we have this item now, so now we can just instantly teleport back to the haze, and then we don't even have to worry about losing the haze, because this item prevents it. In which case, we get a free teleport back without having to lose it. Not huge upgrades, but if we don't have any skills to use it on, then why not? I believe we also mastered just about all our skills. I still need to get this seal mastered in order to finish this. Our halberd mastery is almost done as well, so we'll wait until those are finished, and then we'll go ahead and switch class again, just to get some more skills done with. We're going back this way just because it's quicker. My roll? I don't feel like my roll was off time, but apparently it was. I'm really not focused. Okay, there we go. There we go. Not a problem. I don't really know what happened to Jack. Oh, that entire time he was fighting that little dude. Of course he was. Ah, of course he was. How do we get over to... Oh, yeah, there's a ladder over here. Yeah, that would do it.
Don't let them push you back.
Or, well, now I guess we can't get to him still because the ladder doesn't actually lead that way towards him. We did get that extra regen out of that guy, which is pretty nice. Somebody really still roaming around here? Jack, you didn't finish this guy off? Come on, man. So I still don't know how we get over to you. Presumably the mistral all the way over there that we already hit, in which case we'll just go ahead and teleport to that one.
Don't get too far ahead.
Since it looks like we should have everything up until that point. So we'll go ahead and take the other mistral just to save us some time. We did get that other map piece, and now we've just got one more map piece around here, or it might just be a boss fight, in which case it should give us the map piece automatically. Yeah, we're definitely headed back towards that guy. Okay. Just making sure. This map is definitely not the best. It could be better. It's not like the worst thing, but it certainly could be better. Alright, get our free opening damage in there, our lightning, our fire. We got blood damage on our weapon. How you guys always hit me with your backswing, I'll never know. We launch this man, get in there, and it's nice being the ambush him. It makes it real easy on our part. Can you not aggro the snipers? We really didn't have to fight this fight, but if you insist, I'll let you finish him off, because I don't have a kicker for this. They do like laying out items and then leaving enemies behind you, so I was halfway expected to see like somebody sitting there that backstab me. Alright, looks like we got a boss fight here, and of course I used all my ichor, so we're going into this without it. Queen's Knight Reborn. Now we beat this guy when we were obtaining our Slayer class. So he's back. Why? No idea. He's back. I think this might be like the first time we're using a halberd on a boss in this game. Alright, so it certainly seems like he's weaker to lightning than some of our other stuff is. So okay, Jack immediately died. Well, get up, Jack. I don't have much heals for you. This guy's just doing defense boobs right there. I'm guessing he was baiting him for a parry, even though I wasn't attacking him, which is a little weird. But we got him. Ooh, we got him staggered. Get it in there. Get in there. Get in there. Here we go. I forget if you do an AoE attack for that. You do not. Okay, you're just chilling. That's... He has an AoE attack, if I remember correctly. Well, I rolled and I still ended up getting hit by that. But alright. Alright, if you want to get away from me, I'll just get you a little light magic. Don't matter to me. Alright, I was healing, fair enough. Every time. I have a partner, like Jack is a target you can target, you just choose not to, which is unfortunate. Oh, you say now you got this. Oh, really? What about the last time I tried to heal like 3 times? Good thing he missed on that one. I was expecting that to stagger, and it didn't. Oh, well, really, now, here's where we get the stagger. I can't see through all the particle effects.
No mistakes now.
I don't know what it's doing, but something tells me I should probably not be in that AoE. Yeah, because it wasn't doing a debuff to him. Oh, it's just always active on him. I think that's lead, but I'm not entirely sure. So our weapon's underleveled, and our blood vein is underleveled, so... Our blood veil, I should say. So, definitely not great. Ah, it's fine. You know what, we'll just first try him. It's just that easy. Our blood veil was like half of what is recommended, our weapon was half of what's recommended, and yet we still beat him first try. It's just that easy. He thought coming back a second time was gonna help him. Ah, we just keep handing the mills out.
That lost left a vestige behind.
Did he now? I didn't
There's
notice that.
something somehow familiar about it.
I don't suppose that,
I would
say,
like to know what memories
Eo's
it
vestige,
contains.
would it?
Would you show them to me?
Sure, except I didn't even see. No need to even ask, Io. I got you. I was halfway expecting these to, like, lead into a hospital or something.
I know that there's a monster growing inside of me.
Cruz is coming back into
I
this?
know. But am I strong enough to beat it? I won't run. I can't run. I have to keep fighting.
I keep forgetting too. Somebody said that my actual face cam was too small, so let me grease. Well, that's nobody wants to see all that. Come on now. We'll see how this goes. I'll check it again in a scene and see if it's too much, if it's too little. I completely forgot about it before I started streaming. It seems like we're pretty okay at the moment, at the very least. It still seems rather big on my end, though, so...
It shouldn't be like this.
Oh boy, did Mito do something to you too, Cruz?
I can't fail him. I would be betraying everyone.
Who is your father, Cruz? Is it Vader? Are we doing one of those things?
This monster is too much for me. I can't fight it.
Well, that's great, because I'm sure I'll have to deal with it. Oh wait, I already did, because I already slayed the queen. Although if she revives, then, you know, maybe we've got a problem.
Someone help me. Louis, please. Destroy me.
Oof.
I need you to do this for me.
I guess I can't restore her memories, although I guess I'm already inside of memories and I didn't fight her, so I think we're okay. Still on the true path. Not entirely sure on that one. I want to say we're good up until this point because I don't think I've missed anyone. I keep forgetting that boss weapons exist. Like, some of the bosses will actually drop their weapon. Maybe all of them do, and I just, like, never use them. Those would probably be helpful, huh?
Even now, Cruz still struggles with all her might as the queen, locked in a war against herself, desperate to save Revenants from their thirst.
She's in pieces, though.
I
How's
wish
this
to lend you
possible?
my support, to help be your strength. I do not want you to suffer alone, and so I would continue to attend to you, as I have attended to you.
You
in
don't
the
know
past.
about your past. At least that's what you've been saying
After
for a
all,
while now.
That is the duty with which I have been entrusted.
Ishtar. And this is Cruz's actual one. The one we got beforehand, they called it the Queen, yet the Cruz is the Queen, so the fact that they're giving me Cruz's one is different. Features that aid attacking, defending, including gifts that involve self-sacrifice? Oh boy. Well, I mean, we gotta look at them at the very least. The Ishtar class. I would have thought it would have been at the end. Here it is. Interesting that both the Queen over here and the Ishtar are both the same one. I mean, it's still Cruz, right? Restores HP when you enter a focus state, and that's passive as well. So you could get potentially multiple heals throughout the fight. The question is, how much is the heal? Because we had one skill where it was like defeat enemies and restore some of your HP with each enemy killed, but it was only like 200 or something. Which when people are hitting me for like 600 plus or something like that, now it's more like 800 plus. 200 HP really ain't cutting it. Increases the effect of light gifts while you're focused. That could be good. Makes your buffs better when you're focused. Increases mind. Mind, I believe, also helps light gifts. When ally takes vital damage, their HP is reduced to 1 and you take the remaining damage? Excuse you? If I was playing co-op or something, like if we had another live person in here, I could see that skill being useful. But if it's just me and the AI, I'm not taking that extra damage for the AI. If it was somebody else, though, you know, then maybe we can work with that. But just outright taking extra damage for no reason, I'd rather not. Alright, I think that's about all we can do there. I think I could get 1 level off of this. 2 is probably still too much. Yeah. I may as well just keep it on me at this point. I should probably upgrade my weapons as well. Let's do that. Are my skills really not done yet still? We beat a boss and you mean to tell me that they're not even upgraded? Alright, so we're gonna go upgrade our stuff real quick. Just a little bit of upgrade, but real fast. I should be able to upgrade my sword to max now. I want to say plus 10 is going to be max. But maybe it is. It might go higher. But plus 10 seems like a reasonable area where it would end. Oh.
Don't forget.
Yes, please.
What do you
Upgrade
wanna
my
upgrade?
weapons. Where's my... It's plus 10. We only have 3 tungstens. We're only going to be able to upgrade the 1 weapon. Okay, good. That was the last upgrade. So now my sword is max. Now I have a max sword. Perfect. Ice blood. It does some form of ice damage, only 15. I don't know how good 15 is, but it at least does something. Burning Disaster. This is from the Cannoneer, I believe.
Make sure
I should actually check on some of these weapons. Normal, normal, normal. Blaze Claw. This is the mechanical cat lady that we fought as one of the successors' weapons. Scaling on pretty much anything, so you can kind of use it on any build from the looks of it. That's not too bad. The Blade Bearers, pretty normal on everything. They probably didn't want to make the boss weapons too much. This is Juzu Mito's weapon right here, which probably explains why he hit me so hard. A Strength. Yikes. And it's a two-handed sword. Why not upgrade it? Why not we try that out?
don't. What do you want to upgrade?
I don't think we have any already upgrade two-handed swords. Or at least probably not to the same degree that this one's gonna hit hard. I don't think we've actually used a boss weapon yet, so why not have one available to us? We've got all the materials. We can't take it up the top, plus 10, but we can't get the plus 9, which considering it's already hitting for 1451, and my one-handed sword is in for 783, yeah, it's in a little harder, but it's also a double-handed sword, so presumably all my swings are gonna be, much weaker and whatnot. Maybe we'll upgrade, like, one of everything, so that way we'll have, like, one of every weapon that's, like, halfway decent.
Make sure you.
This is our gun we're using right now. How's this one? This one's actually much better. This one's way better, and it does fire damage. Although, I guess ours does blood damage, but fire damage is probably more worthwhile. In which case, go ahead and give me that as well. So we'll have one upgraded ranged weapon on us, or at least one better upgraded ranged weapon. And then we'll have an upgraded boss weapon. I guess this is a boss weapon as well, also. And give me all the upgrades. Give me all these upgrades. Alright. We can't make it plus 10, but it is hitting pretty hard now, 608. I mean, considering it's ranged, it's doing like 25% less damage than our sword that's maxed out. But it's also ranged, in which case I can abuse that a lot more compared to my melee stuff. Alright, so we're at the government square. Presumably we'll be leading into a new map now because we beat the boss within this area. The actual loading in once you die inside the map is quick, but like loading up the map for the first time, sheesh.
Even the buildings were caught in Silva's frenzy.
I guess Silva did actually frenzy then, based off of Mito's thing. Which, if y'all understand what I'm talking about, then you did watch the YouTube video that went up earlier today, which, fair enough, I mean, it did go up earlier today, whatnot, right? So maybe this area won't make sense just yet. But, yeah, YouTube video, we end up having 2 boss fights in it, as well as a lot of lore in it, so definitely check that out. I didn't intend to do the boss fights and whatnot, like, I was just gonna level, you know, I was just gonna grind levels off camera and whatnot. But then I wanted to keep testing, like, where I was at levels, like, I didn't want to just, like, completely over-level and, like, destroy them, right? To still keep it, like, entertaining and not just, like, a straight-up pub stomp. The provisional center just got absolutely destroyed. Got ourselves a attendant right there, which don't mind if I do. So that way we can get another Eos vestige, presumably. Attendant of the relics. You're not gonna say anything to me? Great.
Continually working like a machine. After joining
Man, this game is taking. He took my entire stamina bar just to
make
take
good use
that
of
guy
this.
out.
Good one.
I can only imagine this door is locked.
It won't open?
Yep. That is how this game works. Oh, come on, auto lock, really? Interesting. Are you guys gonna walk your way up here? You might. In which case, maybe we can catch you guys before you guys meet up with the rest of them. Yeah, just blow them out right now. There we go. Now we took out the little guys, so now we should just have these ones to deal with. We don't necessarily have to deal with them, like, based on where they're going. Probably something important, too. Oh no, now I'm stuck in between both. Oh, get me out of here. Oh, get me out of here. Alright, I got enough to live through one attack, which is good enough. We did finish our stuff. Oh, give me that back attack. I'd love to see it. Put blood on the weapon, just to make sure. And alright, we finished our stuff with that, in which case we don't really need this halberd anymore. Queen tungsten, perfect. Yeah, so all of our stuff is done. So Dark Knight's done. We can move on from that. We got everything over here as well. It looks like we're missing a few skills actually from Survivor here. Lifesteal is not finished, as well as Valiant Heart, but everything else is ready. We can go back to using our maxed out blade here. So we cleared out everything over there, and then the door. Is that really all there was in this area? Can we not go farther back here? No, we can. Okay, good. Really want to get those map pieces as quick as I can, because I will definitely miss areas without it. Okay. Ow. I attempted the roll out of it, but it seems like I probably was supposed to run through it based on that. First time we had seen that go on through. Alright, so we got some tentacles just roaming around, I guess. You're alive. Don't act like you're not alive. I know you're alive. Exactly. Jack's thinking the same thing I am. How blind do you think I am? No back for that? Whatever. He never even got a hit off. Argent Wolf brand? I'm assuming that's a two-handed sword. Although we just max out Mito's one. Well, we got the +9, basically maxed. In which case, probably not going to end up building that one. My dude is not even swinging the right way. Come on. Got another guy just chilling right here. Valiant Pardo. Just get it. Get it, man. No, no, no. We got the stagger on you. Once we got the stagger, you're done with. Anything else I'm missing? This is leading us back to the door, so now we actually have a quicker way back, which is beautiful. Was there no other ways I could go from this? No, there's this way as well. Okay. There's another person in here. I can only imagine that it's another attendant. In which case, this may be where we get the rest of Aya's gear. How are we at a real disadvantage here, Jack? We just took out everyone within the area, at least that we've seen so far. So how are we at a disadvantage? That's not what I wanted to do. Rips my legs. Alright, I didn't need that healing later anyways. stairs leading me down there, so I can go back if need be. Have a nice nap here. Let me give you a permanent one. Halfway expected that guy to get up. I do it. I like how the NPCs even roast the ambushes down. Oh, we got the stagger on him from the fireballs. I still ended up getting hit once. Well, take this back. Ain't looking at nothing either. A ladder that I can't even use.
Can't
Oh,
use this
good.
ladder yet.
Cleared out that entire area for nothing, basically. Really? There's nothing else I can do in this area, huh? As far as I'm aware, there's not invisible walls, in which case, yeah, it's looking like that's it. Alright, well, time to go the other way that I've been thinking about.
Careful climbing.
Maybe we were supposed to come... I mean, presumably we come back from here, right? Because you take that ladder where we can't hit it originally, come back up, and then it leads you to a much quicker shortcut back to the Mistle. Although, I guess we made our life easier later in, because now we're not going to have to go back and get all those items, in which case we can just run past them. Are we really not done with our skills here? We need a few more kills before it's finished.
Don't ever let your guard down.
Does not open from this side. One of these days it's gonna open from this side. Oh, and act like you're dead. You're actually dead? I don't really believe you. You're gonna drop down or something, aren't you?
Something useful?
Not exactly sure what happened here. It wasn't good, whatever it was. Go ahead and give me some stagger defense, in case they end up getting through something. Give me that back attack. You deal with them, Jag. I'm gonna hit up this green attack real quick. Oh, my stamina. Oh, my stamina. Okay, where did you guys go? Where did all of you guys come from? Oh, get me out of there. Alright, a quick little reset. Get back, get ourselves situated, make sure nobody's behind us, and then get back in there to help Jack out here. Although it seems like he's been doing pretty alright. He has that quick mobility, so it's not too surprising.
That's taken care of.
Quick mobility is like really nice. How you get like the particle dash and whatnot for free. But also you can barely wear like any armor in order to make it happen, so not the greatest. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, this man literally had his back to me as he was getting up. There we go. You know, a delayed back attack, but a back attack nonetheless. That focus isn't gonna do to you too well, just lying on the ground there. We fall down this way, yeah, just lead me down there. That's death. Okay, probably don't want to go down that way. Just in case it throws tentacles at me, just try and roll on through. You, no. Inhibit medicine. I'm hoping that there's no more inhibit.
Don't get too far
Inhibit
ahead.
and slow is like the worst.
Watch yourself.
Ow.
What?
Ow. Everything hurts. Was to be expected, but
You're ready.
this guy really thought he was like gonna sneak up on me.
Nice going, idiot.
Got him. Alright.
What?
Alright, yeah, I just have to run through that area. Rolling is too slow. I might be able to, like, particle dash through it, but running's probably still the
That's
best.
an odd place for it.
Yeah, I'm still kind of surprised that we're getting as much Queen Titanium as we are. Wow, you didn't stagger at all from that, huh? Nope, no blood nukes. Don't even try it. We got him so stun locked.
I expected a little
That's
more
it?
light.
Looks like we might be able to come back through that area. Okay, bad timing to have that happen. Thankfully, Jack only managed to pull 2 of them from the looks of it. Go ahead and back it off for a second to make sure that I don't pull anybody else in here. Alright. Bit of a weird overhead attack, but that's okay. It's just like extremely telegraphed. Alright. Snipe the small. Okay, my fireballs managed to miss, even though they were walking straight forward. Even got stuck on somebody. This is a way we can pull them quietly, so that way we can take them out like this, rather than having to go right at them and potentially aggro too many more of them. If we really wanted to, we could run back in there and kill off the small guy again. Or just run right through there. Give me that back attack. It's gonna give me invincibility frames against his. I'm very surprised you're still alive. You probably live for like 2 HP. I don't have stamina for this. Okay, just enough stamina to dodge one of the hits. I was expecting you to die on the last attack right there. We do have lifesteal on this class,
Make
though.
good use of this.
More or less. I mean, we get a like 200 HP heal or whatever after every kill.
Don't worry about what's under us. Just go straight.
And it says there's somebody around here we're supposed to be able to talk to.
Hold on. Am I hallucinating?
Oh, come on, man.
Hold on. Am I hallucinating? There are still revenants that can move around in this chaos. I don't know what outfit you're with, but can you help me gather some important documents?
You're looking for documents
Silva
at
is
a time
beginning
like
to
this?
frenzy, and the effect is causing all the revenants nearby to lose themselves. I'm human, so I don't have to worry about joining the Lost. But fleeing here was the best I could do. So, if you could bring me any documents you come across.
My man's really asking me for documents out here. I was like, he's frenzying, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. At least they marked it out on the map for me. But I probably have to go all the way back in order to get some of that stuff. Yeah, I'd rather not. Usually the quests are like not even that great. Is that supposed to be a vestige down there? Alright. Well, I guess we're doing range fights out here, unless they never decide to attempt to snipe at me. Alright. Makes my life easier. I don't have to worry about range if they just don't use it. Gotta wait to get my stamina back before I can fight the big guy right here. Alright, let's go. Oh, going to get that one off. Oh, okay, you're just throwing on it. Well, that's the attack I was worried about. Alright, we're staggered. Oh, Jack. There we go. Give me that back attack. You're good. Right. Throw you a heal. Give me my heal
Generate much
back.
more. Stay sharp.
And now we're done with this class, in which case we can change classes again. Never mind, I have to wait for the heal factor to come back here. And then I could switch classes again. Alright, so Survivor's done, so everything up back here should be done. Apparently, this star button looking thing's not done. Sprint to. Use stamina by dash. That would be nice to have. Not completely necessary, but nice to have. Increased venom resistance. I mean, if we're gonna use it, we may as well get all of these out of the way. Anything else? Increases the amount of haze gained from defeating enemies. At least we'll get a little more farming done in. That would have been nice to have when I was like actually farming levels. Ah, well. We drop something else back here. Go ahead and make that. Not sure what our stat distribution's looking like after that. All B and C+. Great. So generally lower stats, so now the fights are going to be slightly harder. That's alright, we can live with that. Anybody else above me waiting the drop? You seem like you should be, so I would not be surprised if somebody ended up getting behind me here. Yep. You could have seen that one coming. Ow. That didn't launch you? I guess you're a shield boy, so I can't be too surprised with that. Ow. Alright, well.
You should think about heading back.
Think about heading back. No, no, no. We're pressing forward. Come on now. I'd rather not fight both of you at the same time if at all possible, but Jack doesn't seem to be thinking the same thing here, so I guess I got to deal with it. Oh boy. As long as I can keep this guy staggered, it's all good. If I ever lose the stagger or Jack brings the other dude towards me, then we're gonna have a problem. Alright, at least deal with this guy before we deal with the other one then, shall we? Oh, I pressed the roll and it didn't go. Oh. Ooh, we got it. We got the knock up. Yeah, he's done with. He's done. Whenever you see like an enemy get knocked up in this game, they're basically done with. Like, the knockup damage is so strong. Didn't know that was there. Alright. Not alive, are you? No?
What's this?
Halfway expecting something that hit me here. Mark of... Yeah, I've had it. It didn't let me attack you, though, so we were correct in the fact that he was going to get up. The problem was that it just never registered. Or it could have been a completely different person that I missed. That's very well thing as well. Yeah, I need something else back here. Yeah, you are. Way back to the door so we could get healing fast? Don't mind if I do. I was really hoping that was gonna break my legs and kill me and have that like be the way that that went. That would have been sad. Alright. I know this is leading to the door. You can't trick me. I know this is where this is going. Perfect. Now we actually have the map of the area. That would have been nice to have earlier.
Okay.
Go ahead and open that up, and now we can get a heal that we very much so need. Because, oh boy, we're running on 254 HP. Not great. Maybe if we help this human dude, maybe then the attendant will talk to us? It seems weird that they're not. Usually they're big fans of us, so not exactly sure why they are currently. May as well give me all the levels. If I have no skills to put them into, I may as well just put them into the levels. Fine, we'll get your documents just to see if it does anything for our attendant friend there.
Wait right there.
Yep, that hurts. But that's fine because we're just gonna heal when we get back there immediately and then it won't matter. Oh good, it's on top of the ladder, in which case I still can't even get to it. Great. Alright. Guess I could have seen that one coming. Alright, Jack, get out of here. Most of the time you have to wait for the other person to go up, so nice that you can actually just get on through. Just be like, nah, man, get out the way. We don't really have to, but we may as well. That way we'll at least have one more heal on us. And then we came through this door.
This reminds me of Operation.
Does it, Jack? Operation Queenslayer. Oh, you know where you like, oh, I don't know, shot me through the heart with a bloodshot? Yeah. Not happy about that.
For it. That's a sorry excuse for all else fails.
Really, Jack? You have to hit it one time to continue to stagger, and then you missed, and I take 1,200 damage from him hitting me twice. That's so much damage for, like, no reason. 2 hits is half my HP? Like, come on, man. I know my stats are terrible right now because of the class, but, like, yeesh. a little much, don't you think? 4 parasite report? Okay, that's probably one of the documents that he was looking for. Not sure why we didn't run into those guys sooner.
We'll have to make good use of this.
But they're not too difficult to take out here. So there's not invisible walls here, there's just ones hidden with boxes. That's the thing. I feel like you're alive. I feel like you're trying to do map Void District. I think it was all these maps were for the depths, so maybe we'll have like a stream where we do the depths or something if you're interested. Like if they're chalice dungeon levels, then like maybe we'll leave it, but if it's like actually more real content, then we'll probably go ahead and go through with it.
We'll just have to ignore it for now.
Of course that door isn't open. Alright then. My ring's lost. Okay, I guess we go up the ladder then. I hate everything about this map. It's so hard to read anything, any information off of it after some point. Like when the map is fresh, it's fine. But once you got 20 million dots all over it, then all of a sudden it starts becoming a problem. Go ahead and heal up a bit here. Okay, we can go through this way now. We didn't go this way. Perfect. We have at least one guy. Anybody else here roaming around with you? Yeah, I had a feeling. Alright, well, we were able to take those two out before this guy, so now we should be able to just jump him here. Get in there. Easy. Much easier when you don't have to deal with the small fry as well. Lost crystal shards. So you guys came from back here. Are we missing anything back here before we run over there? I knew it. Our heals are up to like 1,000 each, I think, for each heal, in which case we could still take a bit more punishment.
We can see from the entrance.
Oh, good. Apparently these guys are blind. Nice. So you're by yourself over here. It would be a shame if, you know, you just got nuked from the back immediately. Uh-oh. Transformation into hit-range attack. Shield up. Oh, come on, man. That shouldn't have gone fast, as with most of them. Something down there? Alright, well, lead from them back again. Oops. Oh, the little dudes are still chilling around here. Are we not done with you guys? Jack? Did you get your heal canceled? Oh, he got his heal canceled right as he went in through. Well, that's just unfortunate.
Are you fully conscious?
Okay. What was it? This door, up the ladder, and then to the left or so?
Moving.
Okay. Alright, just run past all these guys. I doubt they actually make it far away. Nope. Not far enough. Okay. I need to go back farther this way. Right, we only have to deal with this one guy right here. Who still didn't even follow us. They have like 0 chase in them, from the looks of it. I got mine done with Jack. are these looking like? Okay. Sprinter's done with, so now we're gonna lose less stamina as we run on through. It really doesn't seem like that much of a change looking at it right now, honestly. I still want to take it as a passive, like it's just not worth enough. Like, why would I take that, especially if it's in like a boss fight, right? Like, why would I take that over something more helpful? Get our stamina back. And deal with some of the small fry here before we deal with the big one if possible. He's kind of just roaming away, in which case we should be fine. Then just deal with
Something
him.
useful? That's a sorry excuse.
Staggered him for Jack there. Pretty sure there's still at least one more small guy around here. It's not a huge issue. Staggered him before he could get any good shots off. Would not surprise me if we had another guy just chilling up here, which it seems like you.
Blind guy. All else fails.
Always mid-teleport. Sometimes that skill is really good, and then sometimes it just doesn't work as well. Got anything good here? Queen's Titanium. I need tungsten, man. How did we go from upgraded to tungsten, and now all of a sudden when we get farther into the game, it's like, oh, here's some more titanium for you. Like, nah, man, I need the tungsten. Come on now. Thought there was going to be more to this part of the area, but looks like not. So good thing we went ahead and grabbed that early. Alright, there's absolutely somebody chilling in this room. Yep, there it is. Alright, so we just gotta run through this area, is what that is. Okay, or maybe I have to go back in and go back out in order to, like, trigger it, and then go through.
What?
Or just face tank it, honestly. Just to not even deal with that nonsense.
Stay sharp. That's a sorry excuse for an ambush.
Just keep attacking, Jack. As long as we get first strike and I've got full stamina and you got full stamina, we can stagger lock any of these regular enemies. Somebody's gonna get dropped on me at some point. We're almost done with these. We just need Revenant's Hunger done with, and then we can switch off of this merchant class. Attack. I was already hit into his line, so when that guy chased me in there, he actually took the damage from the bombs. Oh yeah. Got hit with an uppercut. There's like 3 of you guys. Gross. I was in the middle of healing, so we're gonna take that damage, but we'll live through it. Thanks to our and still took more damage than I would like. I'm sure I'm about to take some more here due to the crystals and whatnot. It looks like that should be an item, but I think it's just the reflection object. So we know dude's around the corner, so go ahead and teleport. His second attack is too slow to where, like, the teleport is faster than it, so then as soon as I get there, it makes it happen. Ow. I need to be able to heal at some point here. Fighting these close quarters seems like it shouldn't be too bad.
You're out of healing. Don't get hit.
Not exactly the greatest for us every time. I think those are actually supposed to be markers for where the roots are, but I keep thinking they're something more than that.
Let's try to go unnoticed.
I do. You guys only have so many set idle animations before you just figure out which ones are live and which ones aren't. So now we actually have the ladder back down there so we can heal again, which I will absolutely take at this point because our healing is next to nothing. And now it's actually a better way for us to go through because now we really run into just about no enemies we can't run past, so we don't waste any more extra healing on. We used to struggle a little bit for Haze, but now we're getting like almost 500k a run. It's crazy. It still doesn't mean that much levels at this point, but it's some nonetheless. You really got nothing to say, huh? Okay. Well, we still need one more set of documents anyways, which I imagine is still even farther back, in which case it's alright. I don't mind taking the fall damage at that point. If it's between going up the ladder, going down the ladder, or using a heal in order to make it quicker, I will absolutely take the quicker way. Alright, so now we're back to where we just were already.
Guard.
You're chilling. Just try and go unnoticed. If only it were that easy. I mean, if we use like camouflage or whatnot, we could have got past him just fine. Very weird placing on the markings there. Alright, you guys are roaming around. I'll take care of him. You take care of the other guy. Don't take damage from the little guys. It's too early to take damage.
Oh, is that one all alone?
Is that one all alone? If only. That wasn't exactly the skill I was thinking of. That was the skill I was thinking of. Although we're in a weak blast now, so it doesn't outright one-shot him like it did in the other one. You took out all your friends there. I don't see you really doing much more than that. I missed a few attacks in here, but we should still have enough to be able to deal with that. Those first two attacks were enough to make it initiate, and then he blocked 2. Ah, okay.
Something
well,
useful?
we still ended up killing 5 enemies out of that for 1 heal. That's not too bad. Nothing else on the sides there that I can see. Alright. Looks like we only got this room to go through then.
They're patrolling the rafters. We should be very close now.
Alright, so we've got people up top. I mean, clearly that dude's getting back up. I can't even get up there, so I'm not exactly sure why it has items glowing up there, unless I can just drop down to him or something later. You got dagger resistance, I think that one was. No, but you're still getting stagger. I have stagger resistance because my support. So we can't get to those yet, but based on that guy, we should be able to get onto the rafters and then make our way over to him. Left or straight forward? I'm thinking left. Alright, so we got a bunch of little guys here, and then we got one big one out in the back there. Get our stagger resistance up. Man, I love the good old days where that one-shot these guys. That was some good times, but no, last switch. He's Hunter almost done with, in which case we'll be able to switch classes, and then we should get some better stats off of it as well. Go ahead and get this one out, so that way we can deal with this guy by ourselves. Does not do that much damage. That's just your shield. That's fun. I can't even see what's going on right now. I think I might have backed the attack. That's just always an issue with the big models, is the fact that they're so large that it takes like up your entire camera, and you're like, please, I just need to be able to see. Is that all there was? Really? Well, I guess we gotta go the other way then. Although maybe we just dealt with a nuisance that we won't have to later. Maybe in a better way, maybe in a worse way. It would be nice to get a map piece at this point though, to start figuring out
Be
some
careful
of this
not
action.
to let yourself get surrounded. Looks like there's something ahead.
Get surrounded by who? There's nobody up here. Alright, so we know there was at least... Oh yeah, ranged weapons too, huh? Well, so do I. Based on this damage, I don't think that shield's really doing you much favors there, friend. This might be the first time we've seen shooters of those guys. Which way did we go? We went up top originally. There we go. Now we can do that area freely without those two in the way. I don't hear voices from these, but on the off chance that I'm just not hearing something.
We'll have to make good use of this.
Charge booster. I just don't do enough charge attacks to make that worthwhile. Ow. I did see the shining stuff, so I knew as soon as I dropped I was going to get attacked, but I didn't think that it was going to push me off the edge. I was like, I'll just accept the damage that it gives me, but no, apparently that's not the right way to go about it. Alright, so we want to drop off, like, to the side over here if at all possible. There we go. Queen tungsten. Okay, that's probably worthwhile then. That way we can actually max out our weapons.
Don't get too far ahead.
Can't drop off there for an item. Nothing over here. And then we've got these ones. Does this one even have an item? Not seeing one.
Pay close attention around here.
This one does. Would not surprise me to see this guy get up though.
You're ready.
Camouflage, and then yeah, there's nothing even on that one, so it's not even worth going. Did I really not grab the actual item up there? Come on, man.
Moving.
Alright. Now actually give me the item you're supposed to give me. Oh, it's just your halberd. Get out of here. I can probably throw Jack a heal right now. That way he's got some HP on him. And then I have just enough to heal myself back to full. I want to at least keep them alive as long as possible. So that way I can get some more use out of them. You serious, Jack? Is this how we're doing this? I'm getting griefed by my own partner? Come on, man. Alright, so we went back that way, so we're all good to go this way now. I'm gonna get sniped at from the looks of it by this guy, and then we got a shield dude in the way to make it more annoying. This dude is not very tanky compared to the other one. Ah, I see. So this area down here would have been a penalty area, essentially, so if you got knocked off the map, then you would get knocked down here with the rest of them. And considering these guys are willing to follow you too, you probably have had like 7 to 8 enemies over here, and that would have been the deal. So we both focused off of that. Something tells me that's a lot worse for you than it is for me. Of course, now we have to go back all the way up there because of it. If I had enough Ichor, I would have just sniped them. But I have currently 2 available to me. I do have Ichor concentrates, but I really do try and keep those for the boss fights and whatnot. Make sure that we have like the best chances when Ichor's like our way to go. Can drop down there for that item. It looks like there's another one of those white soldiers that I should have to fight. Which they're really not an issue, so it's alright. I'm just hoping that the actual item is worth it. It's just haste, which at this point is really not worth much. Like, it takes so much for even a single level at this point. Oh, that actually is. Oh, well, that was perfect. We mastered that, in which case we can go ahead and switch classes again. Got everything on yours, yes. Dark Seeker. Oh, just mind and willpower, huh? Although it seems to have heavy magic affinity, which could work out for us. So you use halberds and whatnot, huh? Do I have anything good that I have upgraded? Not really, huh? At least I have access to that isn't the worst. I can't even use my upgraded... Really? What is this class? Alright, well, I guess we're using this bayonet then. Give me an HP boost. Any other skills that I needed? Does that just passively apply venom? Applies it when I'm focused. Okay. Receive Acre when enemies within a certain radius take damage from venom. That's pretty nice. Kind of refunds in the fact that we generally need it. What's up, Captain Clutch? Appreciate you for showing up, as always. Hopefully that wasn't too late. I wasn't paying too much attention. We've gone almost like 2 hours now, and nobody had said nothing, so I try to keep up with it, but when we get these long periods and nobody saying nothing, it's very easy to just like fall into like getting focused into the game and not seeing it, so hopefully I replied relatively fast. I should put the timestamps in so that way I can see how on time I'm actually with those or not. Reduces damage taken for falling? Man, that would have been nice earlier. Anything else? Projectile foul blood? Perfect. Why not? Inflicts venom? Okay, that works real good for this class. We could just keep inflicting venom, which is going to get us our Ichor back, in which case we inflicting venom. Anything else? We can use our ice magic here. This one's pretty good. This Aurora Flash. It's just an ice blade, but it's a very fast cooldown. It does decent amount of damage. And it's ice magic, so that helps as well. Get some more electricity in here. So we have electricity, we have poison, we have ice damage with this. The problem being we have to use our bayonet for a lot of our fighting, which is not great because it does a lot less damage because it's not as upgraded as some of our other stuff, as well as it being a bayonet, in which case it has lower base stats than our sword and whatnot. So it could be better, but it seems like this class is going to play around a lot more with our Ichor than anything. Anything else I'm missing behind me before I go? No? Alright. Just lead into this area a little bit. The idea being that it'll show, at least to me, that I'm missing an area back there in case I end up going farther one way than the other. I just saw your like bandana flap. How are you gonna act if you're not out here trying to go? Somebody needs a magic. Does not. Oh wow, we apply venom really fast in this class. Give me that back attack. Get out of here. It's you. When you use magic. What do you guys have? Oh yes, please focus B while the guy behind you just keeps backstabbing.
Make the most of what you have.
We are out of healing though, which is not what you want to see.
Let's go.
Who's chilling in here? Nobody, surprisingly. This does feed back to this area, which does what exactly for us? Just an extra area we could have gone around? You say there's something special, but I really don't know what you're seeing to be. You seem to be implying something there, but I don't know what you're going for. I guess that would have been an easier way to go than the way that we did, maybe? It does say we have a person we're supposed to be inspecting here at some point. Hey, there we go. There's another attendant. What the heck? You're my friends not too long ago. Now you want to kill me? Bruh. Alright then, I guess I'll just take some pot shots out here then. You have fun with the melee fights, Jack? I'm just gonna be throwing pot shots out here, man. Especially when I don't have any extra HP and whatnot now.
All else fails.
Okay, you give yourself some extra defense. Understandable. Wow, you did 3 of those? Okay. Alright. Well, how do you feel about just getting cheesed by rage attacks? First try, baby.
You're ready.
Yeah, not exactly the hardest of boss fights. I was also not expecting that to not be a boss either, because usually they're our friends, but, you know. I guess when Silva did Frenzy, I guess they did say that it was frenzying all the Revenants, which presuming she's a Revenant as well, although probably a higher specialty class than others. I guess it would make sense that she frenzied. She also never talked to us, so.
Plenty of shadows. Watch for ambushes.
I'm definitely missing stuff in this area I should go back for. How much does this do? I never really used this. Wow, that does a ton of damage. It costs me a decent bit of big blood. I think I might actually do more than with my regular blood shots and everything. Oh, doggos. No, 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 no. No. Get out of here, doggos. I have it locked on, but apparently I can not hit this thing to save my life. Alright, well, it looks like we might have bigger problems than that at the moment. Oh, it stopped my skill. I haven't even tried that skill before. Alright, here's our poison skill. That man just, he just disappeared. I threw the poison down, and he's like, I'm done. Alright. There's still somebody else we're supposed to be able to talk to. Ooh, chest. Give me this. Yeah, probably should have seen that one coming. I don't exactly know what she likes herself there. But have fun being boys. Are you venoming me? You seem to be venoming me, otherwise you should have already applied it to you. We couldn't have actually opened this door beforehand, so we were supposed to get teased with this, but the way we went actually allowed us to get through it. Yeah, you don't want to fight me too now, do you? I've had plenty of fights with Silva awaits? Okay, good. So we're actually getting towards, like, the main boss, I suppose. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. They do love hiding stuff. As we can see right there. It should be the last document we need here.
That's an odd place for it.
Red mist analysis. Now we can go give it back to the human, and he should do something for us. I guess he's not going to make the other attendant talk since she wanted to kill us, and we dealt with her.
Can we catch our breath for a minute?
Go ahead and knock this down.
We've got ourselves a shortcut.
I knew there was plenty of areas that I hadn't done. Here's this to be one of them. I was pretty certain that guy was getting up. We're getting a lot of the EOS vestige. We might actually be finished with it, in which case we'll have the full EOS. So. I'm not convinced that all of you guys are dead. Yeah, rightfully so. It actually rolled me off the edge of the map. Come on, man. After all of that, really, we first try a boss and everything, and then it's just like, nah. Did you just try and kill me? Clearly still says attendant of the relics, yet. Okay, whatever. I guess you just don't want to talk. That's fine. Where's our human contact that we need? He's all the way back there. Gross.
Might be a bit tough the way things are.
How's our class looking? How many skills we still need to upgrade? I guess this isn't even a skill you need to upgrade, it's just a thing. Everything still needs a decent amount of work. I feel like you should master skills immediately if you win them inside of a boss fight, because you won the fight with unupgraded skills, so how would that not prove mastery? I really not? What part of this? Ah, boy. Took a wrong turn. That should have hit him through the wall. Okay. Where do you think you're going? Yeah, our melee attacks are certainly not as strong as the kicker attacks in this class. Yeet. Really, that was out of range. I didn't think you had the range for that. I was slightly concerned. Give me this.
We'll have to make good use of this. Not bad.
Now, I'm really hoping this quest dude is actually like worth something. And we didn't just take that extra time to find the documents for nothing. If he at least give me some queen tungsten, then I'll call it worth. Other than that, like if he just gives me haze or whatever, I could care less about haze. We keep coming back with like close to a mil. So what is like 10,000 gonna do with
Documents should be somewhere in here. Let's see. You found documents on board parasite compatibility. Back then, we needed cooperation from Revenants with high compatibility more than anything. Around that time, we got a report about a girl whose compatibility
I can
was
only
off the
imagine
charts.
that you're referring to the queen
Her
here.
name was Cruz Silva, Gregorio Silva's daughter, the person who would later become the queen. Silva is a parent. No parent would want their child to be the
So
subject of an
Silva's actually the
experiment.
daughter of Gregorio,
Cruz was
which we
adamant.
didn't know.
She wanted to save people, and so she volunteered for the research. Her compatibility
She'd always
made
been
everything
referred
go
to as
smoothly,
Cruz
and
beforehand.
Many advances that were made still help us today. But then she frenzied. In a word, these are written directives from Operation Queenslayer. When Silva was still human, he told me to follow them if something happened to him. When Silva died during the Queen's frenzy, we turned him into a revenant as quickly as we could. He awakened immediately and set out to eliminate her. To me, it seemed like he cast aside all his personal feelings toward his daughter at that moment. Do you find it strange for a human to be here?
Yeah, you're
Silva unequivocally told me that I mustn't become a revenant.
a human inside
Said
an
that if
area where
Revenants
all
could
these
resolve the
revenants are
situation,
friendly, probably not
a
the
human
safest of
point of view
places.
would be necessary. I never thought that would come to pass, though. I was expecting to live out my remaining days in peace. Life does take unexpected turns. Thank you. This is a survey report on the Red Mist. Silva turned himself into a successor and used his power to create the Red Mist. The most important reason to maintain the Red Mist is to ensure the Queen's power spreads no further. However, Silva continually expends a great deal of energy to do this.
Right, so presumably
Thus,
that's
the
why he
levy
needs all the
system was
blood
put into
beads,
place
which is why the
in order
levy
to ensure
system
the
was in
blood that
place.
it requires. The Red Mist, levy system, and his research. Silva has
They
done
certainly
all
made
this
him
for the
out to
sake
be
of
like a bad
Revenants.
guy, but clearly he's a good guy. RV Mastery 115? I have no idea what that means, Gabe. No idea whatsoever. That grants the gift tirelessness regardless of the user blood code? Well then. You've acquired tirelessness. I don't know what that means, man. Tirelessness? What? Maybe it's a regular skill? I imagine it would have just like affected my stamina somehow. I'm not really seeing anything. It said required regardless of the blood code as well. I'll probably have to like look that up or something later. That was probably like our first actual worthwhile quest where like went through and was like, hey, this is actually worth something.
All else fails.
Because most of the other ones are like just haze only, which is just essentially XP, which is fine, but clearly at this point we're far beyond the need for actual XP. Not to say we can't fit some more levels in, just our actual need for it is not the highest. I don't even remember how to get back to the area. As soon as these maps introduce like any like levels beyond a first level, like these maps start to get so difficult to read, much more difficult than it should be really. I'm just gonna attempt to run past everybody. May not be the most successful thing, but I'm gonna attempt to do so. We must have been close to a missed goal because they want to make you run all the way back this far. I don't know how Jack managed to end up dying out there, but alright. I was just gonna run through the enemies as much as possible anyway, so I don't necessarily need a hit for that. Hit the rules out there. Okay. We're just running through these areas. We're running, getting out of here. I did not expect you to actually still be following. Alright, fair enough. Nothing else over here? Alright, then. We might make it up before he hits me again. Okay. I don't even care if we lose Haze at this point because it's really not worth anything to us. I'm just trying to get back to where we were. So that way we can actually get through this. Oh, this map needs to be so much better. This is disgusting to look at. What am I supposed to make out of this map? It's just a whole bunch of... It's like I'm playing Pac-Man right now with how many dots are on the screen.
Don't get too far ahead.
If you're still chilling, Captain Clutch, what do you think of the webcam now? Is it good now? I took your advice and increased it larger. Although I'm not sure if this is too large or not. It's not covering like stats or anything like that, just covering a little bit more of the environment and whatnot, so I think it's okay, but I'm not exactly 100% sure on how much is too much. Assuming you're still actively in here. If you're not, that's understandable. Alright, so we want to go out this way. This is what we did that last time.
Don't let them push you back. Now, we'll need to watch the terrain.
More and more of those feel unavoidable unless I actually actively like double back in order to dodge one. Yeah, we still managed to dodge one of them there somehow. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, you hate to see it. And then I got hit by the bullets. Oh no, and then jump. Ah, gross. Now we're gonna have to do that again. Really? They couldn't have put another missile somewhere along these lines?
Anger narrows your field of view. You have to stay calm. Got him.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is still our best shortcut. Although there's that door over there, which I still don't know where we come back to in order to make that one happen. Although I don't think it really does much more for us. Nope, don't want to go this way. That's backwards. I got to go over here. Every one of these maps just turns into a maze after some point. Like, the actual idea is fine. I would say, like, maybe after every X amount of deaths, it should, like, clear or something. Or at least clear, like, continuous steps. So, like, if it goes for, like, the first three, it keeps, and then the fourth one, it erases the first one, and then the fifth would erase the second one, so long and so forth. Alright, so we made it back to where we were, yet far over there, so that's good. Jack insists on fighting everyone, in which case he's gonna get killed off soon, which is what it is. I think we're still good. Yeah, how big is this one's got like 5 people in there or whatever, that's fine. We haven't expected to fight those guys, so that's good. I don't know how that actually hit me, but okay, that's not what you want to see. Just gonna try and keep our HP at max as much as possible. I'm not gonna waste our HP potentially on healing Jax. It's just not really help. Just gonna knock me off the edge if I don't just go for it. There we go. I was really not wanting to get knocked off the edge of the map right there, because then we would have had to actually fight more people, which I'd rather not. We're back in our actual area that we were before. Everybody's after me. We gotta go. Oh, I need to find some missile fast. Oh, there it is. Oh, give me this. Oh, give me this. Okay, we touched it, so even if we end up dying, we can teleport to this one. Alright, mission successful. We're not gonna die to this one. Us falling off the edge of the map, though, that is absolutely possible. You're not gonna say nothing either? Ah, fine. We at least have the Mistle over here. I don't have, like, a map in this area, which is not great. Okay.
Moving.
So we ended up getting the Mistle over here. That led us to all of this. Is there any farther I can go? I'm clearly missing maps in this area. I should have more than I do, so I must have ran past maybe some secret stuff or something. Can't go up that way. I could have originally dropped in here in order to get through here to get to this Mistle. Am I supposed to be able to go off the edge? No, that's just red mist. Alright, so that leads us back to that. We could have originally fallen off path here in order to make this way to get over here much easier.
Bad footing.
There, we've already been there. This entire place is just a mess. We'll probably call it here for this stream. Generally just another shorter one. We're trying to keep it within that 2 to 3 hour mark for the time being, just to see how that works out for everybody. Maybe we'll end up getting some more average viewers out of it, which will eventually help us towards affiliate and whatnot, which we're still looking for another 28. The bot is still asleep. I need to activate that thing again. I tried to get into it, and then, I don't know, maybe the site was down or something for the time that I went into it, and then just didn't get back to it later. So, we've got my Twitter, which you guys can see that down there in the panels is already linked there, which should link you to my bio. Definitely go ahead and follow me there if you haven't already, so that way you guys can keep up with the news on what game we're going to be playing, when we're going to be streaming, and all that other good stuff. Any other tweets I make on Twitter, in case you find any of those funny, educational, etc., definitely go ahead and check that out. We also have my YouTube channel, which is again down there in the panels. It's essentially an archive of all our Twitch streams. So, we've got Resident Evil 0 through 8, as well as Code Veronica, Revelations 1, 2, basically everything Resident Evil. We've got Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, as well as Bloodborne. We've got Elden Ring. We got all the bosses beat on those. At least all the ones we ended up getting to. All the bosses we did in 1, 2, and 3, as well as Bloodborne, for sure. Elden Ring, it wouldn't surprise me if I missed some because I didn't do Randy's questline, because I thought it would have interfered with the other quest lines, which doesn't seem like it actually does, in which case you're alright. In which case maybe we'll go back and do that at some point. But, yeah. So there's those. If you like some of the lighter stuff, we've got Pokemon Shining Pearl, as well as Legends of Arceus. So, just a little bit of variety in everything. So definitely, there's the YouTube channel, so go ahead and check that out. Of course, linked down there in the panels. We've got a Discord server as well, if you guys want to go ahead and join that. It's just another way to help build up the community, make sure that everybody's all connected, another way that you guys can potentially get news, and all that other good stuff. So if you want another Discord to join, you know, depending on how many other Discords you're in, you know, just may as well add it to the list. If you already got 100, may as well have 101, right? Alright, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Stream tomorrow. That's question. Oh, look out on Twitter, just to make sure, because I'm not 100% sure. Especially when people can just schedule appointments essentially whenever they want. Like, even right now, it's like 9 or so around here. In which case, people could still make appointments. Like, I literally had one at like 8:45 before. They're like, we just want like 15 minutes. It's like, I am sitting right outside my house. Make sure you're not robbing it. Because it just seemed like a very weird time to be coming that late to check out a house. That was a little sus, 100%. But, you know, if it leads towards house getting sold, in which case we can start making plans moving on to the new one and whatnot, then we'll see what we can do about it. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure on the time, again, because everybody can schedule whenever they want, so then I don't want to be like, I'll stream at 3, and then somebody's gonna be like, oh, I want to see from 3 to 4, and be like, okay, actually we're moving on to 5, and then have somebody else schedule and whatnot. So I try and, at least for the time being, it's a little more on and off. I would love to make a consistent schedule as soon as I can. The problem being is that the house stuff, and then after that, then it should be a lot easier to be able to do that once that's done. Although it feels like this is never gonna end. It's gonna end at some point, but like, for the time being, it sucks. Anyways, you guys have a good day, night, afternoon. We didn't hit the follower goal for today. It is what it is. We'll get there. It just takes time. We'll get there. You guys have a good one, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for some more Code Vein. I thought we were gonna be done here. Like, I thought I was just like walking up to the end. I was like so certain that when I beat Juzo Mito, I thought we were done with the game. Like, straight up, I thought we were done. But no, apparently we've got at least one more boss, being Gregorio Silva there, and then potentially a depth stream, whether or not we actually decide to go on through those or not. If they're chalice level dungeons and they're not that interesting, maybe we'll just skip them. If they're actually interesting, then we'll probably go ahead and do them. But yeah, the next stream will definitely be some more Code Vein, so that way we can go ahead and finish it out. Will we finish it next stream? It kind of depends. Still want to keep it to the 2 to 3 hours so far. If it's like another 30 minutes or something like that at the 3 hours in order to finish the game, then, you know, of course we'll go ahead and do it. But generally trying to keep it within that time limit for the time being, just to do an experiment, essentially. Alright, longest sign up ever. You guys have a good one. I have no idea who the host right now. Captain, are you still in chat? Do you have anybody that you'd like me to host? Does anybody in chat have somebody that they would like me to host? Definitely trying to get more into actually, like, not host, raid. That's my bad. I always mess those two up. I guess there's a difference. I'm not 100% sure the difference. I mean, they both end up still giving the followers, right? So, or not followers, that's completely different. Views. Words are hard, man. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, which is not exactly what you want to say, but boy. Alright, well, I can't think of anybody at the moment, so I'll have to get, like, I'll have to start making a list of people that just, like, raid at the end of the streams. Alright, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you later. See ya.